Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the ship, and this whole operation, at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face? Very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Call me dead man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
Last I heard, he took a one-way trip to the beach. Seems a little soon, don't you think?
Sam, it's Hartman. Sam, it's Hartman.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Lochno, we're the same.
As I'm sure you are well aware, Mama's Khan now resides within Lochna. Adding my persona to the two sounds confusing. No, let's avoid that.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
How about now, Sam? Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA-sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the President.
The new president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action. This led to the adoption of a new model.
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the chiral network are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within Australia once full chiral connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your concern somewhat.
Guess so. Tell me, though, who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary, to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support. Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
It will be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up. You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
Did it before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Managed to get some sleep, Sam. I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the Ds2 Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Looks like you've been supplied with the Drawbridge crew head. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
That's right, just sleep. That's it. Everything's okay.
We can discuss anything you like. So if you ever want to sit down and talk, I'd be happy to share. And who knows, some of it may even be of use to you as you work. You know, it looks as though you've been issued. Why not you can also... I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense. Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror... These images change as we travel. Prolonged living inside an enclosed... That's why I asked Tarman to imp a digital photo. An easy-to-understand name, don't you think? Anyway, it'll give you a preview of our surrounding. Showers these days are... They're able to collect all the minute chiral crystals from your... The ones on board the DHV Magellan are the latest model. You would... It's important to remember that defeating BT... These entities are simply being driven back to the world of the... Oh boy. Why don't you try... I hope it's not too much to ask that you continue to take me... I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead. An advance expedition sent by APAC came to the Australian... They constructed various facilities and laid the ground, meaning that all you need to do is try... We aren't the only members. We have associates who've already established themselves. I expect you'll run it. I don't really...
Another curious vision.
All right, Sam. Let me give you the big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. And so, to bring all of us together, we want you to cross the continent and link up key location. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in Charlie will brief you on the order.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network. Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land, and we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultra deck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty. He's been an excellent... I say this to assure you that any instructions, Charlie... All right, let's get to it.
Updating with new data supplied by Drawbridge from outside chiral network coverage. Route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in Due to the timeless nature of the beach, the potential its analysis will therefore grow more comprehensive as you can experiment with them.
APAS enhancements are now available. Stabilization services now available.
Can anybody hear me? I can hear you! I'm Sam! My name's Sam! Nobody's here! Hello! My name's Sam! Hey!
Your Ultradeck twitching. Must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your Ultradeck's movements as you... Proceed.
The BT deterrent function will cease operating momentarily. Be advised that this function must be recharged to resume operation. The BT deterrent function is now recharging. Operation suspended until charging is complete. The BT deterrent function has fully recharged.
Sure thing. Hey! What?
Thanks for the help.
Hey! Can anybody hear me? Anybody out there? Can anybody hear me?
Your ultra-deck's twitching. Must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your ultra-deck's movements as you proceed. there be somewhere we can cross more easily?
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process.
Aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery. You're really something, aren't you? Bet the cargo would say the same if it could. We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this. I'm so glad he managed to bring it in. Like everyone says, you're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. Ever since the Death Stranding, it was bad enough. But out of nowhere, the anomalies were skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination. Those bloody watcher things coming out of the wood didn't realise it at the time. But the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the plate gate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people, information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability. Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we've patched through an Odradek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you. I'm sure it'll come in handy. We're not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network. They've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent. as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure. Due to our proximity to a BT area, this shelter was subject to significant... Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are open. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. You gonna want to steer clear at all? Before I forget, I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, it's a delivery for the lone commander. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters. He's also a crack shot with... But after this and that, we went our separate. Can be a hard man to please. Data and schematics should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more. I filed this request as a sub-order, so check the two.
That was with the government now part of the Cairo network, we've successfully completed the... I want to thank you for making this... To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western environment, the Associated Order. This one may well place you in considerable danger. So access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main...
Sub-order is now available for you. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. This cargo has been designated breakable.
Hello, Sam. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared border suits with camo patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic... Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your... Try experimenting with your...
Anybody out there?
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. Very impressive work, Sam.
Signatures left in. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is
Wasn't expecting a porter. Most folks would have had Buckley's chance of making it out. Betting it was the government that sent you my way. They've got not. Can't help it. Where on earth did you find this? I was sure it was gone for good. Thanks, mate.
now displaying your current porter grade.
But I'm afraid I can't agree to becoming a part of this. To be frank, I don't trust you. There's also no end to the day. And if you haven't got what it takes to face them, you'll complete my latest order, though. And I might be, if it strikes you as an unreasonable request. There's no shame in recognizing when you're out of here. You gotta know what you can and can't have. All of which is to say you shouldn't go off hard. Are we clear?
Weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
The delivery terminal to process your orders, Andrew.
Have a go at that. I'm genuinely surprised. That's a bang-up job you did. Of all the things I never expected to receive, you bloody... You are no average... I suppose I ought to hold up. Get out your cube.
Now displaying your current order grade.
So this is what it's like being all hooked up. At any rate,
Looks like the schematics for my truck. The form is a custom design. Just a shame our paths couldn't have crossed sooner. Maybe this world of ours wouldn't have been so divided. My sniper rifle. It's configured to fire trap. An ideal choice for those who prefer to get the bit of advice though. Make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon. So fire too close and they'll be all over you. And don't think about taking a shot until you... Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile. Constantly... and always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target. And finally, you want to hold your breath to steady, having left that life box. Hey now, don't knock them till you've tried them, alright? Granted, you can't, but they are effective at blinding them and giving you... And even if they do open fire, you'll find that their chances of actually hitting you, which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no... Properly utilized, they're a great tool for disrupt. Furthermore, if you happen to have a sensor or something similar on hand, making things pretty... Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather... I assure you, once you... Experiment. It may sound like a bit of a yarn, but my friends and I supported the government's plans to rebuild Australia. To defend ourselves against those who had other ideas, we had no... It ended up costing most of us our lives. All because of me. You've seen what became of them. My mates are the Watchers scattered all over, mixed in with all the enemies we slaughtered. And for what? Deep down, we were all the same. Blokes who called this land our home. Was it worth all the struggle, all the bloodshed? For the world we So, I left the military behind. Decided I had to go it alone. I had to figure things out. Were we all just doomed to die and become Watchers? Was that the only way for us to come together? Now fuck that. There was another way. And now, with your chiral network, working with the government too, for all that and more. Righto, Sam. I know you got places to be, but an order just came. Seems our friends over at the government shelter. If you're willing to look into it, you can review the details by checking the sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Might be a good account. Anyway, on the back, mate.
Thank you, Kyle. This one's for you.
Hey!
Whoa. The skin. Oh, oh. Don't lose focus.
Good evening, Sam. Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Are you injured, Sam?
Seriously?
That's good of you. Time after time you've been there for us. You're a saint. I want you to have this data. It'll help you in your work. We've designated more materials for you.
Now displaying your current order grade.
This is... And the more of them you... Any porter ought to appreciate a piece of kit. I'm sure you'll be...
Order completed. Well done.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another...